Hey guys, what's up? It's IG on the Disposablegorilla channel. Thought I'd do a quick video. I've seen a number of atheist videos over the last few days, weeks or so, and there's just some stuff that I want to point out. Now, first of all, just because you disagree with God or disagree with what God has done in various texts doesn't mean he doesn't exist. Probably means you don't understand the motivations behind what he did. Probably means you don't understand the context. And granted, there's some stuff that I don't necessarily understand the context of. And I think about it all the time. So don't think that I just kind of brush that stuff off. Um, I don't get hung up on it in a way that a lot of y'all do. And just because your idea of God has been debunked in your own mind somehow, or you found some kind of, contradiction in the Bible, doesn't mean that he doesn't exist. It just means that perhaps the incarnation you believed in doesn't exist. But it doesn't mean that there isn't a God. Now, as many of you know, I do believe in God. Personally, there's been just too many coincidences that kind of defy the laws of averages and defy the laws of physics in some cases for me not to. And trust me, I've really thought about becoming an atheist, but I can't. I literally cannot. Yeah, that's my phone. I cannot. The last year or so, with all the argumentation and all the, name calling, and, I really asked myself, I really, tried to get down and to the nitty gritty of why I believed, and, can I give it up? And the answer is no. I cannot. I cannot let go of my belief in God. I believe that there's a God, and I can't give it up. I mean, I catch myself talking to him all the time. I catch myself praying all the time. I believe. Do I want to? I don't know if I want to or not. I mean, it's not like I feel like I don't really have a choice. And it's really hard to explain. I mean, I guess a lot of you out there are face palming or whatever, and that's fine. You have a choice. I guess there hasn't been things that have happened in your life to put you in the position that I'm in. And I've been really skeptical of the stuff that's happened to me. I've talked to a bunch of people about it. I've even gone and gotten professional help because I thought I was going crazy. You thought, maybe I hallucinated these things, or maybe they manifested out of some weird childhood thing that happened or something. And I mean, the bottom line is that I believe there's a God. And if you don't, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish you weren't so mad about it. I wish you weren't so mad at religious people. I wish you didn't feel the need to insult us and belittle us and put us down. And granted, there's a lot of religious people out there that are total asshats and do and say really horrible things. But that doesn't mean that we're all like that. It doesn't mean that, we're all looking for a reason to be a bigot or be an ass to someone or not like someone. I mean, there are a lot of people that I don't like, and it has nothing to do with their sexuality or their gender or their race. It's just they're jerks. I mean, That's just it. They're just jerks. But if I say anything about it, then, and because I'm religious, then, oh, and then I'm a religious bigot. It's like, no. I just happen to believe in God and not like assholes at the same time. It doesn't make me a bigot. So, I've seen a lot of people out there, just arguing and arguing and arguing, and it's so futile, it's so childish, so just sad. Sometimes I wish I could just be an atheist. It'd be a lot easier. It really would. You know, I wouldn't have to go to church anymore. And I don't mind going. I actually kind of like going to church. I like it's social, and there's good food there, and I like the people. But then again, the church I go to is pretty cool. So, but I've really put a lot of thought into, could I be an atheist? Could I just give up this so-called fairy tale that I believe in? And I wish I could sometimes. But I just can't. Does that mean that there's something wrong with me? I don't think so. My therapist doesn't think so. The psychologist I saw last year didn't think so. They all thought these were perfectly sane things to believe in. And if that's the case, then why are there so many people out there saying the opposite? Why are there people like Lawrence Krauss and others saying that it's a delusion and it's a mental illness? And, well, he didn't say that. So, I don't want to start that crap up again. But there are people that think it's like a mental illness. This belief in God, this God virus thing. I don't know. And when I talked to my therapist about this, it's funny. She said that some things you just can't help. If you believe, then you believe. And don't worry about it. Just don't let other people's opinions of your beliefs, affect you. That's what's dangerous, she said. It's not the belief that's dangerous. It's when other people get involved in your beliefs. That's dangerous. And that totally turned on a huge light switch, because that's what we see, right? That's what we see with some of these churches, is groups of people with these, extreme point of views that are doing bad things. It's very rarely an individual. It's usually an individual that's been influenced by others. That's caused this, these bad things to happen. So, and I'm gonna keep this, relatively short, under 10 minutes or so. But my advice to all of you out there is, whether you're a believer or a non-believer, try to be at peace with it. Don't let it get you angry. If you sincerely don't believe in God, fine. But don't feel like you have a responsibility or you have the right to berate people who do. And the same goes with you fellow believers out there. If you believe in God, that's awesome. You should feel lucky, because there are a lot of people that don't, and they can't. And if you really do believe that God is sovereign, then all you can do is spread the gospel by mimicking the actions of Jesus. That's it. You just have to try to be more like him around those that don't believe. That's it. Be forgiving. Be understanding. Be generous. And be kind. Let's stop beating each other up over something that we may or may not have any control over, whether we believe or we don't. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.